Curatato. Just in case there's any screaming in the background, there's a PE class going on outside. This little short clip is to show you how to use Readable for the benefit of learners and for yourself. So the first thing is to find Readable, and the Readability Readable tool I use is the WebFX one. So as you can see in the toolbar, that's where it is. Two ways of doing things. One, if you're looking at the stuff that you're using, you can just do the highlight, Control C, and then it will just, as you enter into here, calculate the readability for you. And the usual click, click, whir, click, click. And as we scroll down, okay, it tells you the reading level. 70 is a really easy score. So this can be, quite challenging for some learners, but it's giving you 13 to 14-year-olds. So that's, if we're using that with our year 9s, that's fine. The other thing then to look at in terms of this, there's these whole range of grades here, which I tend to skip by. And I come to this stuff. So some of the stuff here that is really interesting to use. So this is actually, because it's a website, there's quite a bit of stopping and starting. We've got a high level of complex words, and we've got a low level of average words per sentence, which is, it makes it easier to read. However, it's much more different when we come to use it for our learners to improve their reading and writing. The other way it can be used is for the learners to use it. So I'm going to take this piece of writing here, highlight the piece of writing that I want, Control C to copy it. I go back to Readability. I go back up to the start, and this time I want to enter text. I do that, and then I just Control V the text into there. And once again, I calculate readability. And the way we can use this is, if we get the learners to do this, the learners can start checking their writing. So if we look at this writing, all right, really well-written piece of writing, according to that, nice and easy to read. It gives a reading age. And then again, blah, 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 blah. Okay, these are the bits I highlight to the learners. Average words per sentence. So for a learner, we should be looking between 15 to 30. If it gets over 30, you start to get really complex sections, which often are running into run-on sentences. We've got a reasonable amount of complex words. And in that introduction, there was nearly 100 words. So, there's a whole number of really neat features that we can talk to the learners about. We could then talk to the learners about increasing the number of complex words or changing around to tailor and to change this information here. So that's how we get to use Readable, readability.